perfect? We successfully separated structure, HTML, from styling, CSS, but the web page still looks bland. Why? When HTML and CSS codes are in separate files, the files must be linked. Otherwise, the HTML file won't be able to locate the CSS code, and the styling will not be applied. You can use the link element to link HTML and CSS files together. The link element must be placed within the head of the HTML file. It is a self-closing tag and requires the following attributes. 1. href, like the anchor element, the value of this attribute must be the address, or path, to the CSS file. 2. rel, this attribute describes the relationship between the HTML file and the CSS file. Because you are linking to a style sheet, the value should be set to style sheet. When linking an HTML file and a CSS file together, the link element will look like the following. Note that in the example above, the path to the style sheet is a URL. Specifying the path to the style sheet using a URL is one way of linking a style sheet. If the CSS file is stored in the same directory as your HTML file, then you can specify a relative path instead of a URL, like so. Using a relative path is a very common way of linking a style sheet. 1. Let's link the style sheet style.css to the HTML file index.html. First, add a link element within the head section. Next, add the href attribute to the link element and set it equal to style.css. Take a look at the web page in the browser to the right. Do you notice any changes yet? Finally, add the rel attribute and set it to the correct value. Keep an eye on the first paragraph's font. It should appear different from the destination's descriptions when your style sheet is linked correctly. Take a look again at the web page in the browser to the right. Do you notice any changes yet?